Okay, let's get started here. The time has come. So event starts tomorrow. I gotcha. But what's on the menu for today, though? Is the question. Alright, we got Miyamoto, okay. Da Vinci. Yo, Palm. Hey, hey, hey. One thing I know, Palm had enough. Wait, did all you guys change your names, or is my YouTube just being strange? Because wasn't this Savage at one point, and wasn't this just Delonte? Nope. Because GSSR. Oh yeah. How did your roles go? Palm had enough, but why is your name? They showed the whole at now. That's crazy. I'm Des Paragon. I see. You got 2 in 1? What'd you get? The whole act. No longer Savage, but Tenno. And you had enough. Alright, let's get started. I see. He'll probably tell me to clear out maybe like 10 servants. Yeah, let's do that real quick. At least we're quick with this, though. Let's go down here. Dang. Actually, it might be the... Okay, let's get this. Dang, I gotta go into the 3 stars? No, wait. I don't know. That's a new... That's why when I saw your name, Savage, I was like, oh, maybe it was time for a names change. And I looked at it, I was like, wait, what's going on there? Burnt Gareth? Wait, what was that ultra rare unit? Alright, here we go. Super Orion MP2 Benny. Oh, the Benny. Let's go back to the first one. Some of these just gotta get fed, you know. That's what it is. Also, I gotta get rid of some of these CEs. Let's go here. Lostbelt 6 understanding. I made 2BQP. 2 billion. Dang, dude. Slide some this way. Alright. I still gotta burn some stuff here, though. I think I'll load up somebody. That'll be easier. Yeah. Wire it to Des Paragon. Alright, I'll give this to, do I have any foe for you? I probably do. Yes, I do. Nice. Dang, now she's fully maxed out. At long last. Now she will definitely kills. Alright, now, the question is, who would be the next person to get that nice attack buff treatment? Like the 2K. Kama's nice. I give some to Kama. Make sure she kills, right? Correct. Alright. I think that's good enough. Oh yeah, I saw that post. I said, oh yeah, he got all the Kama now. MP5, just like that. Act 3, Imperial Holy Grail. A chance like this comes out but once in a lifetime. This astounding ritual devised by the great Lord Abe no Semi is without peer in all of history. Its name, the Pure Holy Grail War. By your grace, O Fujiwara no Machina, Minister of the Left, with my own Omyu techniques and the assistance of the Omyu Bureau, this ritual can begin today. And 7 caster heroic spirits will be summoned here from distant lands, where 7 of our fair city's fiercest warriors shall be chosen as these casters' masters. All you have to do, Lord Fujiwara no Machina, is to promise a servant and master pair to emerge victorious, will be showered with riches and granted my wish their heart's desire. And all 7 teams will fight without restraint or hesitation. And that's not even the best part. By sacrificing the casters' lives, the city of Kyoto's defense will be strengthened 100-fold, leading to 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. Truly an astounding feat, truly a miraculous prospect. Is all right here in Lord Submit's letter. As I said before, O Minister of Left, a chance like this comes but once in a lifetime. I see. And you say the only lives that will be sacrificed will be these casters from 4 lands? Indeed. The idea of sacrificing the lives of the capital guardian for a mere ritual would be the height of folly. But if only the lives of distant foreigners are at stake, that is no matter for concern at all. In that case, the Imperial Holy Grail War must begin at once. Consider this the word of the Emperor himself. My Heian-kyo will be known for generations as the 1,000-year capital. And that is what happened when just a few days ago it said Fujiwara no Machina appeared to be in cruelly high spirits. A Holy Grail War. That's what I heard. Wait, you know what a Holy Grail War is? I should have known. What do you mean? I'm afraid I do not understand either, but at least Lord Kintoki seems convinced. Whoa, so your wounds are all closed up already. That's amazing. I simply use my self-repair function, of course. Paragon's healing spells were a great help as well. You're still not 100% though, are you? Try to take it easy for a while, you hear? Alright, thank you. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, the Imperial Holy Grail War. It's been about 7 days or so since the Imperial Palace started this ritual thing in secret, and so far, 2 of the 7 heroic spirits summoned here have been killed. Not only that, their masters were the only other 2 members in the 4 Heavenly Kings. You mean Gatekeeper Usui Sanmitsu and Inspector Urabe no Suteke. Now we know why those guys are not summonable units. I never heard of those 2. They just got killed off screen. Dang, you really know your stuff, don't you? Yep, it was Brother Usi and Uncle Urabe. Anyway, not only did they lose their heroic spirits, they got pretty banged up themselves. The doc said they'll be fine, but they'll need some Arima hot spring therapy for a while. Anyway, the master who managed to kill those 2 heroic spirits was Brother Suna. Watanabe no Suna. That's right. Suna's about as strong as they come. Even our boss, Lady Raiko, the current leader of the Genji, says he was the most powerful warrior in the entire human world. Of course, that hasn't stopped him from claiming the only opponent he's comparable with are monsters and such. The most powerful warrior in the human world. Things must be a little different when you start including non-humans, but even so, there's a reason Raiko said that. I mean, you saw him for yourselves, right? Yeah. he had the anti-crit buff, anti-crit damage thing. He had like what's that one called? Wu Deem's defense, where you try to MP him, it won't do any damage. So he had that for the crits. The only way you can hurt him is you gotta crit him enough. That we did. The way things are going now, Suna is the clear favorite to win the whole Imperial Holy Grail War. Paragon. Yeah, this Holy Grail War has to be Limbo's trap. I agree, after all. While it could be that this Imperial Holy Grail War is simply a variant of the traditional Holy Grail War, it is odd that there are no mentions whatsoever of the Holy Grail in question. That is far too big an error to be merely an oversight. So the much more likely explanation is that it's a Limbo trap. Limbo, what's that? Ah yes, allow me to explain. Caster Limbo, also known as Alter Ego Limbo, is an irredeemably evil monk that... He's just evil. Now I gotcha. All you two are trying to nail this creep to the wall, huh? That's right. We suspect Limbo's true name is Ashman Dolman, the emoji. You don't say. The details of Dolman's death have never been made clear in human history. So it is entirely possible that he could still be alive in 1008, the 5th year of Kankao. We don't know yet what connection, if any, Limbo may have to the living, breathing Dolman, but this Grail War itself would most certainly be his work now. But wasn't the whole thing about Abe no Seimei's idea? Yeah, that's right, Lord Seimei, the guy who originally came up with the Imperial Holy Grail War thing, but there's some room for doubt on that. Is there now? In our circles, it's generally believed that Lord Seimei passed away in the 2nd year of Kankao, but... Ah, is that so? Yeah, Lord Seimei might look young, but he's actually pretty old. There's been rumors for a long time that he's actually the 2nd or even 3rd to bear the name, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if it got passed down to future generations. But anyway, I think it was about a month ago when Lord Seimei disappeared to who knows where. We only learned about his Imperial Holy Grail War from a letter he sent. That does sound suspicious. Right? Boss Raiko tried to tell the Minister of the Left that we shouldn't be so quick to trust something we know nothing about. But that, his Imperial Magistrate just laughed and said a few foreign castle lives were a small price to pay for 1,000 years of peace. And that ain't all. The guy who's basically running the whole Omyu Bureau and Lord Sim is absent is Lord Ashman Dolman. There you go. That's... Yep. So, he got a position of power. That's... crazy suspicious. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, part of that's because of what you told me about this Limbo guy, but also because, well, Lord Dolman's always been something of a schemer. Though I guess you could say the same about the Minister of the Left and Lord Simil too. I see. Sure, are a lot of schemers here, it sounds like. Anyway. Well, as far as I know, the city's a hotbed for worst kind of stuff. Conspiracies, assassinations, curses, you name it. Sure, we ain't never had anything as outright crazy as the Imperial Holy Grail War before, but I've heard stories about plenty of other kinds of spells, good and bad alike. Good people, evil people, they all die by the cartload here. Take just a few steps off the main roads and you're about as guaranteed to run into monsters. Or Oni, or Sugimono. And then there's all the Manor and Budu rebels out in Osamu Providence who don't give a flying fig about Kyo's authority. Oh, so they're the rebels and the outskirts. Oh, so yeah, let's just say that us Heian warriors have got our work cut out for us. Trust me, this city was scarier. It was just this kid. Trust me, this city's way scarier than anything I saw on the mountain where I grew up. That might be what this all boils down to, really. This whole reason the minister of the left decided to pin all of his hopes on his Imperial Holy Grail War to provide Kyo with 1,000 years of peace. Why? Because there ain't no other chance at peace otherwise. I wish, huh? I guess one thing all the masters taking part in this Imperial Holy Grail War have in common is that they all got some kind of wish they want granted. Lord Kintoki, why did you put down your axe? What are you doing with your glove? Kintoki, your hand. Command spells. Oh yeah, that's what these glowing red marks are called, ain't it? This guy got command spells? Oh my god. Yep, as it turns out, I'm actually one of the Imperial Holy Grail War masters myself. A servant slash master. So you know what I'm thinking? Who does he command? I'm thinking he might just be my servant, Paragon. What? Oh no, what a twist. It ain't gonna work. That's his polite way of saying you're gonna be my bee, you know? He's like, welcome to Kentucky land. You're not getting out. Alright. As he steps closer, right? Oh man, that's quite a transition. Oh, how pleasant. Oh no, what did he do? Well, the scenery. How very pleasant indeed to have one plan go so smooth. Okay, never mind, this is Doman. A ritual that could not possibly exist in any hypothetical version of human history. The impossible Imperial Holy Grail. Indeed, this represents the accumulation of all the independent research I conducted as a disciple of the foreign god. So I do hope you enjoy this pseudo-parallel world I have created, including all the many personal touches I've added to the better suit my tastes. My dear Chaldeans, when all is said and done, the last laugh shall be mine. So please do enjoy what I have in store for you, right to the very end. That was a quick node. Alright, let's type out the queue. Don't worry, I'm gonna remember your OG names. I won't let YouTube ruin this. Here we go. There you go. Alright, let's start. Alright, it's just Spring Caster, okay. This is my favorite one for the record. Alright, we bring that, and then we bring Scotty Ruler. Bring the Sue. Alright, that looks good. Alright, continue. Gotcha. Guess I had it all wrong then. I wish I knew what to say. Don't worry about it. It's my fault for getting my own hopes up. He wanted to command it. This guy wanted to command a weak human? He was getting so excited. Yes, I finally get to command a weak human. I'm pretty sure this guy could manhandle Fujimaru. Like, no problem. And he's like, now, regardless of what it is, you're going to be my servant. Like, he's like, what, dang it, it's like with command spell or without command spell, you know? I mean, it's still disappointing, but I'll get over it. Ah, so you're not a servant after all, huh? Instead, the servant's this lady, and she's more of a scout than a spellcaster. I don't get it. You do not? Oh. I suppose I just assumed you understood the situation based on what Lord Suna said earlier. Oh. So that's why Suna let you guys go. I thought it was weird for him to give up on a target like that. Nah, I gotcha. It's all because you weren't the quarry he was looking for in the first place. That explains a lot. Alright, hang on. If you two don't have anything to do with the Imperial Holy Grail, then what in the world are you? Alright. The pruning theoretical phenomenon, Lostbelt, ray shifting, and singularities, huh? And basically, you guys are guests from way in the future. Like, tomorrow's tomorrow. Well, a long way past that. And really. Man, this stuff's hard to wrap your head around. But that's okay, I believe you. As far as I can tell, you guys ain't the lying type. Besides, it looks like I was still right about something. You are lost, aren't you? True we are. So you're looking for a way to get home and you want to find your friends you got separated from, huh? Now we're talking. Don't worry, I'll have you back home in a flash. Well, I guess it might not be that easy, but the point is, don't worry. Whatever it takes to get you back to Caldea's place, I'll figure it out. I'll get you home safe and sound. You have my word. Of course, that goes for you too, servant lady. Thank you for your help. I'm deeply grateful for your kindness. Don't worry about it. Everyone needs help sometimes, right? Besides, it's not like I've got anywhere to go either. What do you mean? You are one of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings, are you not? And during this time period, Lady Miyamoto no Raiko was charged by Minister of the Left, Fujiwara no Machiniga, with the task of keeping the city of Kyo safe. So as one of her most prized retainers, surely you must also have a house or two on your own. Or perhaps Lady Raiko has put you up in her own horse, or her own house. Well, how can I put this? It's complicated. Yeah, I am part of the Genji clan and one of the 4 heavenly kings, but I've got my reasons for wanting to keep my distance from Raiko right now. I don't know how to say the name, man. he says, wait, hold on. How do you say the name? Wait, what is it? It's just Michin. Okay, Michin. Okay. Basically, I guess you could say, I kind of ran away. Okay. Well, nothing we can do in that case. I'm glad you understand. Sorry about that. I wish I had a place you could stay. But the only place that I put up on my say-so are the ones ties to the Genji clan. Paragon Core, which means Brother Suna could show up there at any time. So that's obviously ain't gonna work. I've been goodness, I'm stuttering. I've been staying out of his way all right for the past few days, but now that he said he's gonna take a look at my hand next time he sees me, well, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Hey now, what you apologizing for? You were in the bind, so I helped you. Nothing else to it. These command spell marks on my hand ain't got nothing to do with you. I can't accept that. I need to make it up to you. Man, you're a real stickler for this stuff, huh? Alright, you can owe me a favor then. You know, you're a lot more stubborn than I would have guessed. Huh? An ox-drawn carriage at this hour. Must be some court noble on their way back home from a poetry reading or something. Is this Sei Shonagun? Come here, you two. Over this way so you don't get in their way. Right. The ox cart just stopped in front of us. What is... Well now, this is a surprise. Do tell, what are a tall, handsome man, a young boy in strange clothing, and a beautiful black-haired woman all doing out here in the dead of night? Are you perhaps looking for a place to stay? Thank you for your concern, Miss Noble, but you don't have to worry about us. We're part of the Genji clan. Keeping Kyo safe at night is our duty. I see. This the Genji clan, is it? Huh. Why so formal, Kadumaru? Come on, get that stick out of your ass. Dang. Go on, let your hair down. It's not like we don't already know each other. So what's going on? If you need help, Kyoko, might just be able to provide it. Whoa, Sei Shonaga. Kyoko, it's you. Ah, long time no see, Blondie. So what are you doing out here at this time of night? Anyway, looking for someone to help keep your bed warm or something? I guess it has been a while, hasn't it? What was that about my bed? Is that more of your mainland poetry? I don't get it. Ah, don't worry about it. I was just saying the first thing that came to mind. Wait, is Kintoki pure? Are you? Huh. Hey, now cut that out. Hasn't anyone ever taught you it's rude to stare? That's Sei Shonagon, right? Kintoki almost said as such. Yes, it is Sei Shonagon made a name for herself as a poet during the Heian period. It says she served the wife of Emperor Ichijo, Empress Fujiwara no Tenshi. Man, that takes me back. I haven't heard those names in a long time. Wait, hang on. Have we met before? Maybe back when I was still in the palace? Nah, that can't be it. You still have been a little kid back then. Really? I wonder how old she is actually then. Whoa there, Paragon. There's two things you should never discuss with Sei Shonagon. Kyoko, her age and her name. She's put a lot of work into making herself look young. You see, her real age. Whoa, what's Sei? Wow. Lord Kintoki, can you please tell us how you came to know this lady? Dang it. Almost made him spill the beans. Let me see. Well, I can't say exactly which family she's from, but Kyoko here is a genuine noble. I know you two might not have any business with the palace right now, but if you're going to be staying around in the city, you want her to take this chance to introduce yourselves. As for me, well, back when I was a kid who just couldn't get used to life in the big city, let's just say she helped me out of a few jams. Yep, that about sums it up. I know I might not look like it myself, but I actually love helping people out. I see. According to the stories told in Edo period, Lord Kintoki was born several years before Lady Sei Shonagon. But in reality, it seems Lady Shonagon was actually the older of the two. Of course, that would hardly be the first time a heroic spirit did not exactly line up with their real-life counterpart. I mean, in my case, I am a puppet, so... Anyway, what's going on tonight? Or does it have anything to do with Lord Michi latest scheme. uh, if that's narrowed down, consider how many schemes he's always got going on. Nah, I just ran away from home, and I'm still running. I see. Did something happen back at the main Genji house? Or maybe Lord Mitsunaka demanded Lady Raiko give up her leadership position? If it's going down, now I think it's going down. How I think it's gonna go down, then Lord Mitsunaka being a real piece of work. I bet he wants Lady Raiko to give up leadership while keeping her in charge of fighting and stuff, so he can declare one of his other kit leaders and force her to form a branch clan entirely. What's the main house got to do with me running anyway? Running away? Nah, this is just my little screw up. I guess I could have left the city altogether, but there's reasons I need to stick around. So I was just trying to think of a place where we could take shelter for the night. I see. So you need a place that'd be brave enough to take in 3 strange visitors in the middle of the night, huh? Lucky for you, I know just the place. Whoa, you do? I sure do. I'd invite you guys to stay at my place, but 3 new guests all at once would be a little much for a semi-retired woman like me. Now come on, follow me. Let's get moving again. Driver. Yes, ma'am. You get in the carriage with Kyoko, Danzo. Don't want you tripping in the dark and making your injuries worse. Thank you, but I'll stay by Paragon's side. It's okay, Danzo. You should ride in the carriage. But what about... It's okay. Get as much rest as you can. Understood. Thank you. Well, looks like you and me are walking like then, Paragon. Man, this sure was a heck of a coincidence running into you guys out here like this. Lucky I did too. These days, not even the main roads are completely safe. Sure can't hurt to have a warrior of Genji around just in case. I see. Speaking of Seishonaga and the Genji, I believe her brother, Lord Kiyohara no Monwebu, eventually loses his life to someone from the Genji family. Not that I can say anything about that now. The main roads are usually pretty safe, but things have been weird, even on them the last few days. The last few days, huh? Well, it looks like Kyoko's telling the truth, Paragon. There's something dead ahead. I see him. Don't worry, Danzo, you stay put. Me and Paragon can handle them ourselves. Okay, they're kind of bulky. I don't have triple or her, but that's okay. Well, at least now she has all the attack cards, so she should be able to kill this.
捕らえました。 負けるわけにはいかない。捕らえました。なんだ。最短最速で切り伏せる。いい子だ。インクルード。心得ましてエクセレント。イズモブラスター。よーはいやっほっはっサンダブラー。私たちの望む未来、その願いの果てを見るまで歩みは止めない。
And then there's another battle. Alright, let's see. Let's go into the next one. This one is Archer plus Caster. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Archer plus Caster. And she is, I think she's Arts, right? She's Buster.
モード降臨。たっぷり性能を披露するといたしましょう。この辺りがいいですね。決戦術師日向の火薬のように好き放題扱ってあげましょう。はち切れそうでしょ。 眩しいね。そして万事完璧に、はい、固く着実に。水鏡最大天下、楽園の妖精の名のもとに輝ける未来を示しましょう。約束された勝利の手。 あまたの希望は今一つに。足を止め首を立つエッフェウーシカ決めます。戦のうち鮮やかに結末は華やかに。
I'll use that next turn. Let's just do this.
早く確実に。そうしよう。いいでしょう。足を止め首を立つ。スタバ君。 素敵め。手の指だけでは足りませんね。さあ、とっておきだよ。じゃんじゃじゃーん。見て、この躍動。天を揺るがすエンジン。私、守備に走りました。さあ、支配してあげましょう。楽園の妖精の名のもとに輝ける未来を示しましょう。約束された勝利の手、あまたの希望を今一つに。今回は君ね。冒険の道のり、未知への突貫、トリケラトプス。敵味方問わず傷の手当てを。生きていれば違う運命も巡ってきます。
There, that's the last of them. Nice job. Thanks, you too. Anyone hurt? No? Great. These kinds of battles don't bother me at all, but... What do you mean? Well, it's just... I'm a little unsure about what to do. Okay, we're here. What is this place? Ever heard of the tale of the Genji? It's all the rage in the Kyo right now. Well, its author, Murasaki Shikibu, lives here. Oh, the Spider Woman. Murasaki? Is Lady Murasaki a friend of yours? Lady Kyoko? Nah, I never met her. You haven't? But I bet anything she's like the graceful noblewoman's noblewoman. So I'm sure she's the type of girl who'd never abandon anybody in trouble. Come on, she's gotta be too old to be called a girl by now, right? Say. Ow. Anyway, the point is, we arrived at Murasaki Shikibu's house. She's a lady in waiting for Empress Shoshi, so when she's not writing stories, she works at this place, at the palace. I don't know if I'd feel right asking someone we've never met before to put up with us for the night. Ah, in that case, just tell her that Kusa no Lori sends her regards. I'm positive she'll know what that means. Alright, my house is over there, so this is where we part. See you guys some other time. Bye, Kyoko. Thanks for the big help. Wait. We just ran into some monsters not too long ago. Is it not dangerous to travel along the main road at night with only a bare minimum of attendants? Not necessarily. Noble carriages like that always have several shikigami with them. They might not be able to handle a Tsukumoto, but those kept out of the bounded field, the Omyu bureau set up around the main roads anyway. But the carriage shikigami can handle any smaller monsters that come around, no problem. Wow, I didn't know Heian security was so thorough. Personally, I just as soon as not have to depend on any Omyoi for help. But times being what they are, I can't afford to be picky. Shikigami. Then why did you and Paragon defeat those monsters we encountered earlier? Oh, that? Well, I was sort of just giving Kyoko a show to thank her for her help. And I totally enjoyed it, but that doesn't mean you should take too many risks out there, okay? Because if there's one thing I hate, it's people dying young from a little mischief that got out of hand. Alright, I'm really going now. Good night. Okay, let's go ask this lady Murasaki here to put us up. I'm sorry. I do beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I just don't understand what this is all about. For starters, who in the world is this Kyoko person you mentioned? I recognize you as Lord Sakata Kintoki of the Genji family, of course. I've seen you around Lord Mishin's mansion a number of times. That's me, and here I thought we were meeting each other for the first time. Sorry for not recognizing you from the Minister of the Let's place. Oh no, that's not quite alright. I mean, what is it that brings you to my house at this hour of night, Lord Kintoki? Did I make a terrible mistake at the palace or something? In retrospect, we probably should have expected she'd respond like that. She's like, yes, you made a terrible mistake. It needs some correction. I agree, Paragon. Do forgive us for intruding so late. Don't worry, Lady Murasaki. You didn't do anything wrong. I only use that name when I'm writing, so please just call me Karuko. Okay, got it. Anyway, don't worry. I know Brother Suna likes to play at being an officer, but that ain't my thing. We ain't here to bring you in for any wrongdoing at all. Actually, we kinda need your help. Huh? Wait. Come to think of it, Lord Watami no Suna did appear to be dressed like a police officer. And yet, as far as my records show, there is no mention of him ever actually serving as such. Huh, really? So that's how things are in the future. You don't have exact records of anything and everything, eh? See, Suna's not exactly a typical proper officer when he was first ordered to protect the city. He said it was only right for him to learn how to be an officer too. He went to the bureau on his own and asked them to make him one. He's nothing and not responsible, that's for sure. Huh. Records. Lord Suna. Kaoruko. Yes. Kusuno Lori said to give you her regards. Kusuno Lori. Kusuno Lori, then that must mean... I see. Lady Sei Shonagon sent that message, did she? Even though I never met her in the palace, or even so much as spoken to her. I see. Very well. I suppose it would be rude of me to turn away guests on such a cold night. Alright, I'll have a room made up for you. Well, 2 rooms, since you have a woman accompanying. Oh no, that's quite alright. Please pay me no mind. It is my duty to keep Paragon safe first and foremost, after all. So I would ask that you let us all share a room, if that is alright. You're fine with that, right, Kintoki? Huh? Oh yeah, I guess so. That probably is for the best, given the circumstances. I see, very well. I'll convey your wishes to the servants. Are you truly certain about this? We are. Please pay it no mind. I see. Very well then. You're very open-minded, aren't you? And free-spirited, judging from your manner of dress. She's pretty much like, oh, you're fine sharing the room with 2 guys, huh? And she's like, what? You got me fucked up. Oh, it's good to finally take a load off. I'll have to make this up to Kyoko somehow. And to Lady Kakuro, of course. The writers knew what they were doing. Yeah, the writers knew what they were doing in this thing. The part where it faded to black with Kintoki, and then it went into Dolmen with the sound effects and the wording here, right? I was like, the writers knew what they were doing. Paragon. We have been fighting a great deal from the moment we race shifted here, so please get some rest. I'll focus on doing the same. Thanks, Donzo. Not at all. And most importantly, I can finally begin following our original itinerary. Whoa, the service even laid out a Chitone for us. That's real considerate of them. Chitone, that's kind of a mat used for sleeping, correct? And they give us hot water too. This is a real nice change of pace after several days spent camping out. Plus, if I stayed out there, I'd probably just be a matter of time till Raiko found me and gave me a good scolding. I could almost hear her telling me, "You're no longer on the mountain where you grew up, Kentucky." It makes me nervous just thinking about it. So you really don't want to see Raiko now, Kentucky? Get Raiko to help us, huh? True, Raiko's definitely be willing to believe all of the crazy stuff you told me. She's a lot more open-minded than most warriors, that's for sure. But now's not a good time. See, Boss Raiko hasn't been really herself lately. She's been holding up in our house since the Imperial Holy Grail War started. And she didn't even come out when she heard that both brother Usi and Uncle Urabe had been injured. I don't know if she's just broken up about the idea or her fellow Genji fighting among themselves or she's one of the masters too. Paragon. Folk, it's about time. What are those ghosts? No wait, that ain't it. I think I've seen this kind of thing somewhere before. There's some kind of sorcery or omioi spell of yours? You mean someone developed a method of video transmission even in the Heian period? But never mind that now. Paragon, in accordance with our original plan, I've activated my full functionality. And I had just succeeded at establishing contact with Novum Caldia. That's great. Thank you, Paragon. Novum Caldia, so this must be the place way off beyond tomorrow's tomorrow. Dang, this is really something. Good, the video connection is holding steady too. I can see you, Donzo, and... Oh, is that? The Sakatana Kintoki of Heian Kyo? Thank goodness you're both okay, and I see you've already managed to secure help from one of the locals. Does this mean you two weren't able to race shift here then? I'm afraid so. That's correct, Paragon. Did something interfere with race shift? We believe so, and latest Sion calculations say that that's most likely the explanation as well. Both Lady Mash and I were unable to race shift there, and instead we were left behind at Novum Caldia. We quickly tried to race shift again, of course, but it failed the same way. It appears to be an advanced jamming method that bypasses every anti-interference safeguard we have in place. We're looking into a way around it, but we still have yet to come up with anything. I'm sorry, Paragon. Dang you, Limbo! I'm glad to see you're safe, but the situation isn't great. The reason you and Kato Danzo were the only two to race shift there successfully is that whoever was interfering with it considers you two special cases. In other words, you're basically welcome guests. I see, so nobody besides us is welcome here. But who could be the one inviting us? I'm sorry, that was foolish of me. This has Limbo written all over it. Yes, I agree. That is almost certainly the case. Sorry to butt in, but there's a lot of things I'm not getting here, and one thing I want to make sure of. So the companions you guys thought you came here with are back at this Caldia place, yeah? That's right? Got it. That's great news. This means we don't have to run around searching Kyo for them, right? Yeah, that's true. I feel as though we may be saying the same thing in different ways, but yeah, this does seem we have achieved one of our goals, though without acting. Actually, make that two, since we also managed to find a local willing to help us, and that just leaves investigating and repairing the singularity. Right. That puts us in a much better spot now that we were in right after our race shift. Indeed, it does. Now we can finally begin the operation in earnest. There you go. That's the spirit. Get knocked to the floor from having your back slapped. Are you okay, Paragon? Oh, Kentucky, do you think you could pull your slaps a little more next time? Oh, sure. Sorry about that. So hey, you there, the tiny pretty one. What's your deal? You're not just an ordinary kid, right? I'm sensing something powerful from you. You an Onyu, a sage, maybe some kind of Tengu? Not that I know if they even got those in your time. Was the tiny part really necessary? Oh well, I can roll with it. I can't deny that I look pretty young in this form. Anyway, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, friend of Paragon, and unparalleled genius. Dang, so you're an honest-to-goodness prodigy, huh? That's really impressive. I'm Sakata Kintoki, Genji warrior. Nice to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. It's a pleasure. Sakata Kintoki. Oh. Looks like we got yet another new guy here. And there's something about this one that reminds me of Lord Seme. Man, Chaldea must be a hell of a place. Alright, here's the situation as we understand it. We believe that both Paragon and Kato Danzo were explicitly invited to the city of Hyunkyo in the year 1008. Invited by whom, you may ask? Limbo, naturally. Well, it was an unfortunate surprise to learn that Mash Kirlight and Fuma Kotaro were unable to accompany you on your race shift. Everything else has unfolded just as we predicted. Limbo has gone out of the way to create a new singularity, a black mark on human history. His targets are almost certainly you, Paragon, for having been an obstruction to his plan so many times. And Katao Danzo, with whom he has a history of sorts. I doubt his plan here is to achieve final victory. Rather, his goal is likely to simply be toying with you on his home ground, nothing more. Now that he has cut you off from any aid, and seems focused on boxing you on all sides, he has clearly foregone any pretense of strategy in favor of indulging his proclivities. Foul and steeped in death, and pain as they are, and that is all there is to say. I suspect he may have someone helping him before you two race shift for there. But I am at the stage absolutely certain no such collaborator exists. Limbo is the one behind this, and he is acting entirely on his own. Oh wow, you're almost never that definitive. Ah. I mean, it doesn't get more obvious than the bad guy outright signing their work. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to see a bunch of letters in the logs for Mash and Kotaro's failed race shifts. Letters. That's right, the letters. Dome, and yeah, there you go. Very subtle, Dolman. So what? This guy put his name in some kind of message? Indeed, this is clearly Dolman telling us he is the one behind all this. If that's supposed to be some kind of joke, it ain't funny. So basically, whoever this guy is, Limbo or Lord Ashina Dolmen or whatever, he's outright daring you guys to come after me. Ha, that guy's gotta be a real piece of work to straight up sign his name like that. Indeed. That said, I do not understand. If Limbo's goal is to seek revenge on us, then what is the point of this Imperial Holy Grail War ritual? Oh, he wants the servants to fight each other. So he wants, like, Kitsuna to throw hands with the other masters, ultimately scoring up for the Holy Grail. I guess he just wants to have fun. An Imperial Holy Grail War. I've not heard of that term before. Tell us everything you know. Alright, let me tell them about Fate Stay Night real quick. Really? So the only servants being summoned are casters. There's certainly a decision. It sounds like he's taken the whole Holy Grail concept of summoning heroic spirits and downsized it or something. But if he did it like that, then the Holy Grail's capacity for granting wishes couldn't possibly be. Yep. I'm very surprised. This is the first time they touch upon, like, Holmes is like, what is a Holy Grail War? Tell me. And then it's like, here you go. They have a whole anime of it. Omnipotent. No, it certainly couldn't. Which means the part about the winner having no wish granted must be a lie. In which case, what if the Holy Grail War were restricted to a single function only? I think that could work. The idea of using heroic spirit souls as an incredible source of magical energy has been around since long before Holy Grail Wars were even a thing. If you just wanted to use them as a power source for a single goal, it wouldn't matter how unbalanced that source ended up being. I think, yeah, it could definitely work. Well, if our resident Umo Universal says it would work, I, for one, am inclined to believe her. Then if we assume that this Imperial Holy Grail War is designed with a single purpose in mind, the next question is to ask would simply be, what is that purpose? Personally, I suspect it is to transform the very world itself. Do you mean as in to change the world in whatever way the wishers desire? Is there a particular reason you think that? Naturally. Think back to the events of Shimosha. A great ritual was held there that involved the deaths of countless human souls and several heroic spirits. And as a result, Shimosha became a pseudo-parallel world of sorts. A pseudo-Lostbelt, if you will. That's true. According to our records, Shimosha's ornate castle was functionally equivalent to a Lostbelt Tree of Emptiness. That's where Musashi had her showdown. You could even call it a pseudo Tree of Emptiness. So maybe Limbo planning to use the Imperial Holy Grail War as a means to create something similar. So he can make Heian-kyo into a Lostbelt. But why would he want to do that? Perhaps he wishes to have the foreign god manifest in the Heian period. Could that be? But the foreign gods already manifested. Precisely, now that the foreign gods has already manifested in Olympus, they should have no further need of a vessel. Unless perhaps as a spare. No, I cannot see any way a transcendent being of that magnitude would require anything like a spare. And let's not forget, with nothing but caster souls in the mix, the result's not exactly going to be balanced. Like I said before, it's no easy feat to keep the magical energy source for such a massive spell staple. Even if the ritual was designed for just a single purpose, any imbalance in the heroic spirit souls used to power it could still cause the whole spell to implode. There must be some kind of trick we're not seeing. Unless maybe the whole thing's just some kind of twisted prank. Huh? Ah, crap. We're losing our connection. Paragon. Perhaps Limbo finally noticed our connection, or perhaps he wants to cut us off before we realize something he'd rather we not know. Regardless, Paragon, it is absolutely imperative that you stop this ritual from being completed. If every heroic spirit materialized there is killed, that's a lot of energy in the field. He and Kyo could be subjected to a new pseudo tree of emptiness, just like what happened in Shimosha. And that would result in two concurrent and essential threats to proper human history. A singularity and a lost belt all in one. That's just a possibility for now, not a certainty, but either way, you watch your back out there. We'll continue trying to establish contact until we get through again. So please keep your comms line open. Got it. Paragon. There goes Dolman again. Oh my. It seems I got a bit carried away. Really, Kalia, you could at least try to secure your communications a little. As it is now, it only took a flick of my fingers to sever them entirely. Oh well, in any case. I think that detective explained quite enough of my plan. We do need to save some surprises for later, after all. Now then. Paragon, my beautiful marionette. From this point onward, we will be engaged in a contest of pure strength. Come, let us compete to see which of us can slaughter the most innocents. Ah. He said, I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. Goodness. You know what? We might. I'm not promising this. I'm saying we might have another stream on Friday. We might. I'm not saying we. I'm not saying we will. We might. Depends. It all depends though, because it's Friday. I'm off, and wouldn't hurt. You know, there's a lot of nodes. All right, so let's just do. Oh wow, this is festive too. I like that. Nice touch right there. All right, let's go over here. Let's do a friend point summon thing. And if we get no promise though. No promise. No promise. No promise. No promise. Okay. If we get what's that called? If we get something from the friendship, or we get Anger Manu, then we'll do a friendship point. So I mean, if we get Anger Manu, we'll do a story summon. A promise made. Hold on, no promise was made. Okay, we got Phantom of the Opera. Well, y'all have, and tomorrow's the event too. I'll make sure I get on that. Y'all have a fantastic one. Happy Thanksgiving, of course. And hopefully see you next time. Adios. Bye bye.